Welcome to Kollecting Kaos. My name is James, and it's the Monday Morning Show. That's right, the Monday Morning Show is back, but it's going to change. It's not going to be like it used to be. This is going to give you a preview of what's coming up for the rest of the week. Today is going to be a little bit different from that, too, because not only am I previewing what's coming up for the rest of the week, but I'm going to let you know some changes that are happening. And I have a lot of changes coming down. We're going to start with the Eternal Mylight Project. That's right, the Eternal Mylight Project is changing again. Instead of having 30 comics or a handful of comics or whatever, I'll have maybe a half a dozen, maybe less. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the beginning of my DC Comics collection. We'll take out a few, no more than 6, probably less than that. And we're going to go over why they're in my collection. That's the first thing. Why are they in my collection? What are the condition they in? And should you consider this a good investment if you're interested in getting a copy? Not mine. Unless I buy a second one, not mine. Mine are not my Eternal Mylight comics that I show will most likely never be up for sale. Not in the foreseeable future anyway. So that's changing. You'll see that this week on Thursday. Pre-record. Pre-record means it's going to drop at around 10 o'clock. Next, Tuesday's Treasures. That's not going away, but it is changing. Tuesday's Treasures will no longer be a pre-record. It will be live. It'll be Tuesday live at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central, and that works out to what? 3 p.m. West or West Coast time, Pacific time. I will either show you comics that I have just received, toys I've just received, things that I've just gotten in, new stuff to me, or things that from other parts of my collection that I think you might be interested in and possibly want to share with you, and again, would it be a good investment? I don't know. Once a month, though. Once a month, Tuesday's and here's the thing about Tuesday's Treasures. Anything you see on Tuesday's Treasures, you could conceivably purchase. Once a month, maybe. I'm not guaranteeing that. Once a month, Tuesday's Treasures will be in an auction format. I don't want my channel to be about auctions, but once in a while, it's a good thing to try to decrease what you've got. So as I accumulate things that I'm willing to let go inexpensively, they'll be made available on Tuesday's Treasures. Once a month. Pure either auction or claim sale format. Next, Cleaning with Chaos. Cleaning with Chaos isn't going anyway, but it's going to change. I'm not going to do these long, drawn-out things like I'm doing with the airplane. That's long and drawn out because it takes a lot of time to do that. But what I'll be doing in the future when I have a long project like that is I'll save the bits and pieces of it and put it all together in one episode so you can watch it all the way through. That's not going to be a weekly thing. It'll probably be every other week. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Most likely it'll be every other week. And it should still be on Thursdays, but that could change too. That will always be a pre-record. Thursday nights, my Thursday night show, cut it, gone. I'm combining that with Tuesday's Treasures, and that's why Tuesday's Treasures is going to be a live stream from now on. I will still be doing the Just a Minutes as I think of them. Now I have one new program. Now, Cleaning with Chaos, I said every other week, because on the weeks that Cleaning with Chaos isn't on, we're going to have something else. And the name for Cleaning with Chaos is going to change, by the way. I just haven't decided what it will be yet. Every other week, we're going to do a comic-centric show where I'm going to try to share some of what I've learned over the last 50 years about comics. 50 plus years, actually. I started collecting comics when I was about 16 years old. Now, I kind of collected them before that, but I wasn't serious about it till I got to be about 16. So I've been collecting comics for over 51 years, and I've learned a lot during that time frame. And I'm going to try to teach you some of what I know, starting from the basics, starting from the beginning about what a comic is. So that first episode that has yet to be named is going to be about the anatomy of a comic. And that's what the subtitle will be, The Anatomy of a Comic. I'm going to tell you what the comic is, all the different parts it's made of, and what they're called. So you'll know a little bit more about them. And then from there, we'll start going into other things that why a comic is, we'll go into things like why a comic is a collectible, why it might be considered a key issue. And we'll go into some of the terms that are used by collectors and dealers, wholesalers, retailers, resellers, why they use these terms. I've been doing this for a long time. I had a store for 8 years. I probably still have it, but the rent kind of went up, so I had to get rid of it. But that's what it's going to be all about. We're going to continue. We're going to keep going. But my channel is going to basically go back to its roots. The roots and the reasons why I started this channel was to share some of the knowledge that I have gained over the years about comic books and collecting in general. And that's what I'm going to go back to. I don't want to be an auction channel. There's so many of them out there. You don't need mine. Mine doesn't need to be that. So that's what I'm going to do. And we will see you tomorrow evening for Tuesday's Treasures. In the meantime, make sure before you hand in your comics, wash your hands. It's good for your comics. More importantly, it's good for your health. We'll see you then. Bye.